very good evening here from Ionapa, Cyprus. I wasn't planning on doing another video, but it's just broke on Sky Sports News. Cristiano Ronaldo is officially a Juventus player. What world am I in? Can I click my heels and go back to Kansas? No, it's really happening. And for a Manchester United fan like myself, it's a bit depressing. But I don't blame the club. You know, what is he, 33, 34? I don't know how old he is, right? But you cannot be spending, 105 million on a player in his mid-30s. It's ridiculous. You know, I mean, when I heard rumours that we might sign him, I was like thinking, I'm thinking, nah, it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, we'll make money on the shirt sales. 105 million. It's, you know, imagine the amount of players you could buy with that. I mean, it's ridiculous. It really is. I was kind of hoping the deal wouldn't go through. You know, in the back of my mind, I was kind of, let's sign him. But now he's gone to Juventus. I'm just thinking, you know, it's for the best. Also, people are saying, why Juventus? Because Juventus are the only ones who wanted him. He went to a few clubs. He definitely would have said to United, you know, do you want me back? They probably would have said yes, but we're not paying that type of money for you. And then you think about his wages, it's just not worth it. And you know, when we saw Portugal's exit, you could tell he was getting tired. He wasn't playing as well. He wasn't running as much. So I think as much as the romantic thing would have been great, I do believe one day Cristiano Ronaldo will be a great manager. And I think he'll be a Manchester United manager. I have no doubt he loves the club. He loves Sir Alex probably more than he does the club. Rightly so. Sir Alex treated him like an adopted son. And Ronaldo even calls him his father. But unfortunately, we're not going to get Cristiano Ronaldo. We're not. He's gone to Juventus. And as I say, there's part of me that thinks, if only. Oh, it doesn't matter, 105 million. We can afford it. Why should the Glazers put it in their back pocket? Well, that's what a lot of you have been saying. But the problem is, guys, it's their club. They invested in it. They bought it. And I know, like, people who actually go to the stadium invest in the club as well. But that's the rules of life. If you own something, you get to take the profits with you. It's as simple as that. So I know there's not much transfer movement. We've made like 2 signings, major signings, and 1 pointless goalkeeping signing. There's not a lot going on. And when you look at what's going on at Arsenal, and if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be really excited because I think Emre's a damn good coach. And if he was coming to United, I'd be quite excited. So why isn't Mourinho getting the money that a lot of people think he should to strengthen the squad? I believe he's already wasted so much money, and that's why the club are not handing over the coppers very easily. Now, you got to look at this, right? He signed Mickey, gone to Arsenal. You know, how much was that? You know, that was a bit of money. He was German, wasn't he? The German Player of the Year. You know, so why would you give him that if he's already spent money? That's the problem. At the back of my head, I can't even remember the other signings he made in his first season. Somebody remind me. And you know, he signs 2 defenders. He barely played last year as well. You know, that was a bunch of money as well. You know, his record in signings, I mean, Zlatan was fantastic. And if he wasn't injured, he'd still be there knocking in the goals. Fair enough. Pogba, he's been, you know, let's be honest, he's been a flop. Yes, he's played well in the World Cup. Yes, he's a world-class player. Yes, I love him. We all love him. We all adore him. But he hasn't done the business. He hasn't done the business because he hasn't been played further forward enough. So now, when we hear this Ronaldo news, we just sit there and think, my God, you know, we're not making the kind of big signings we should be, the glamour signings. We're seeing other clubs doing it. We know that City are about to announce a big transfer as well. Forgot the player's name. So it is kind of depressing. But let's play devil's advocate. What if we did sign Ronaldo? What if he came 33, 34 years old, whatever he is, right, and didn't do it? Didn't do it. You lot who are pissed off right now, you'd be saying, the club shouldn't have done it. You'd be blaming the club. The point is, you can't, if Ronaldo's 22 years old, then fine, do it. but 105 million for a 33-year-old player is just ridiculous. Do you know what? I really hate getting pop-ups. Excuse me. Thank you very much. I don't want to update my Lenovo. I'm angry. Ronaldo's gone to Juventus. Don't you understand? Anyway, yeah. So, as I say, he comes here. He comes to United. He's not coming to Cyprus. He actually has played in Cyprus before for Portugal. And apparently he waits my sister. And my brother-in-law got very jealous. Anyway, we're not talking about that. The point is, it was just a deal the club couldn't sanction. It was ridiculous. We would have been slaughtered by all our rivals and everyone. There's no question about that. You can't sign a player of that age, no matter who he is. So, look, he made a better deal for himself than Rooney has going to America. But Rooney's finished. He didn't look after himself. So that's the situation with that. So it's a good deal for him. It's a Mickey Mouse league. There's Champions League football, obviously. They'll win the league. He'll showboat a bit and everyone will love him. Listen, if you're a Juventus fan, you're really excited. You don't care about his age. But where the hell have Juventus got that type of money from? Now, there's another situation, of course, the Sandro situation, because we're hoping we can nab him for about 50, 60 million. Well, now Ronaldo's there. Fingers crossed we can grab Sandro. He's a good age. He's a good player. So hopefully the club do sanction that. I personally, even though all these rumours, he's not being given the money, listen, he's already been given a bit. And I'm sure Sandro's coming. Maybe one more after that. But yeah, I still don't see Mourinho lasting the pace next season. I say October to December, he's a dead duck. He'll either walk out or get the sack. I just don't see anything good. I'm not excited. I see next season as another wasted season for Manchester United. I do not see it as a season where we're gonna prosper and do well. I think it's going to be a wasted, disappointing season. And I don't see a reality where Manchester United lift the Premier League trophy. I just don't. If we do, I'll apologise to Jose. But he's not the manager he was. And certainly, obviously, maybe he didn't want Ronaldo. Maybe Ronaldo didn't want to play under him. But surely, the reason we're talking about Ronaldo and Manchester United is because of his relationship with the club, his love for the club, his history with the club. So it's understandable that we're a little bit disappointed. But when you look at it logically, it was just an amount of money that just couldn't be done. It would have been a poor investment. It would have been no investment. It wouldn't have, emotionally, getting Ronaldo back at Old Trafford would have been beautiful. Another time, another place, maybe. This should have been the move. This should have been the romantic move back to Manchester United. But at the end of the day, it can happen, guys and girls, new in between. It just wasn't a viable deal. So, as disappointed as we are, I certainly wish Cristiano Ronaldo all the best with his end of his career, because that's what it is at the end of the day. People are predicting 5 or 6 years. Listen, I don't see it. Not at the top level. Not at the top level. No way. Giggsy did all right. Teddy Sheringham did all right, didn't he? But in the end, you get old. He's apparently got the fitness of a 25-year-old. Believe what you want. But at the end of the day, he's a human being. He ain't the Bionic Man. He ain't Superman. So it's not doable. The club made the right decision. And I know there's going to be people on my Twitter now saying, oh, this is out of order. We care about profits, more about buying players. I don't think it's about that. It's about making sound judgments and buying the right players for the next 5 or 6 years. And Ronaldo isn't that. So if you want to talk to me about this, comment down below. Subscribe, press the little bell. Follow me on Twitter, I'm Movies TV Mad. Follow me on Instagram, I'm the Mick Mina Show. Come and say hi. Don't be shy. If you disagree with me, tell me. Just do it nicely. We can all be nice and friendly. I know this is a passionate subject. I would have loved him to be here, but not for that type of money. I'm sorry. It's just absolutely ridiculous in this day and age that type of money is happening. And I can't even remember how much money we sold him for. I bet you it wasn't as much as we should have done. Beckham got sold to Madrid for 25 million, which was absolutely ridiculous. So, at the end of the day, there is sadness in my heart because, in a way, he is Mr. Manchester United. But at the end of the day, he will return to Old Trafford one day as manager. I'm sure of it. Have a great evening. England tomorrow.